Plays it around behind his net. Misfired on the pass to his defensive partner, Nick Strom, but Strom does a nice job playing the body, and the Force able to clear the zone. Gallatin carries it up the left wing wall. He's dropped just as he got in the zone. We'll see some physicality tonight, I would imagine, from the Force as they try and even the score. Tied for first in the Western Conference entering play tonight with a 27-17-3 overall record, 57 points, tied with the Tri-City Storm, who were 4-1 winners last night. There's an opportunity for Zach Dubinsky out front. He's dropped, delayed penalty coming, shot taken out front over the top of the net. The goaltender, Jakob Dobis, is out of the net for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty call. Hunter McDonald got the game's first goal last night. Shot taken by Dupont last night, 80%, sixth best in the league.
Fargo Force
off the faceoff.
Puck
Puck cleared out.
For roughing at 1:25 in the first period. This shorthanded challenge is brought to you by the Windbreak. Bring your ticket stub to the Windbreak to see Brianna Helpling and the Outsiders live on stage at the Windbreak.
Ryan Conroy into the zone. Misfired on a pass to Ayrton Martino, who was absolutely on fire. Had a goal last night. Had 17 points on the season when the Lancers were here back in mid-February. Now has 51 points on the year after the goal last night, 18 last night. You'd think that the Fargo Force fared a little bit better. They outshot Omaha 33-26, including a 14-5 edge in the third period. But they were never able to solve Jakob Dobis, the league's leader in minutes played between the pipes. He gets the shutout last night. He worked hard. He didn't have to work that hard. He had a lot of shots that were easily seen from a distance, and he got the shutout victory. Here's Richardson just at center ice. He'll dump it into the corner. Tyler Rollwagon into the offensive zone. Great job forechecking last night by the Force's number 12. But like many of his teammates, nothing to show for it on the score sheet. Through center ice, Jake Brasini gains the line, drops it off. Matt Krasa, instead of shooting, throws it to the corner. Zach Dubinsky back behind to the far corner for Carpenter. Carpenter flips it high in the air. Comes down at center ice, and Gallatin recovers nicely. And down 2 minutes for tripping. So the Lancers right back to the man advantage.
2 minutes for tripping at 5:20 of the first period. The short-handed challenge is brought to you by the Windbreak. Bring your ticket stub to the Windbreak to see Brianna Helpling and the Outsiders live on stage at the Windbreak.
Zach Dubinsky sends one through the crease, ends up in the corner. Lautenbach skates it into the corner himself, sends it out front. Redirect just wide of the mark. Ayrton Martino will get it at the hash mark on the far wall. Lost control of the puck. Force able to get it to the line, and back here at Shields Arena on the faceoff. Controlled by the Lancers along the wall. Zach Dubinsky in the corner, pinned along the boards by Sahlquist. Both teams have a handful of guys in there looking to free the biscuit. Trevor Griebel will skate away with it, and he'll start it up ice. Griebel crosses the center line, gets into the zone, takes it to the corner, stops, redirects, sends it out front. Nobody home. Zach Dubinsky there for the Lancers, sends it out of the zone. Into the offensive end. Ryan Lautenbach takes it around behind the net. He stood up, then tripped up. And the puck will come free to the near side, and Griebel will play it from there. Sahlquist, right wing side, Matt Krasa. Krasa chips it into the offensive end. Puts on the forecheck, but Conroy the first one there, and he plays it to his D partner, Aiden Zubinski, and the Lancers are quickly out of the zone. Ayrton Martino into the zone. Nice stick work there by Owen Gallatin to stop that forward progress. Center out front, shot over the top of the net. Nolan Renwick had an opportunity. Renwick already on the board with one tonight, had a goal and an assist in last night's contest. Renwick again now out of the corner. Watched closely by Gallatin, centers, put it right on the stick, however, of the captain, Nick Strom. Able to get it back out to center. Ryan Lautenbach pinned against the boards. Griebel will play the loose puck behind his own net. Plays it across to Hodgson. Feels some pressure, circles back. Griebel again, now coming out the right side. Goes on the left wing wall, pass behind Tristan Brose. He regroups. Griebel to the line. He'll flip it into the offensive end to force a forecheck. Rose the first one there. Rose watched by a couple of Lancers. Hodgson pinches from the left point, keeps it alive. There's a giveaway by the Lancers. Hughlin backhands it into the offensive end. Wong puts a shoulder into a Lancer, and the puck comes to the near side for Brose. Schweigert picks it up. Lautenbach on the far side, takes a heavy hit. Feels that one a little bit off the shoulder of Austin Wong. You want to see a guy that's going to play a physical game. Oh, Jack Peart sandwiched on that one. He got the high and the low. He seems to be all right, but physicality starting to pick up a little bit. Rossini back to Sahlquist, potential 2-on-1. Sahlquist fires wide of the net. He was dumped, Sahlquist was, and he was looking for a call, none coming. Centers it out in front, crosses! The season, 10th best in the league. They control the draw here with a chance to tie this thing up after a rough start.
2 minutes for High, sticking at 12:36.
Top of the right circle, Hughlin. Back to the point, Ryan Seedham. Hughlin, cross ice, centering pass, Mons just couldn't handle it. Chipped off the glass, but held at the line by Seedham. Brose, back to Seedham. Hughlin, top of the circle, had his head up, misfired on the puck. He'll ring it around, and Brose will hold the line on the left side. Rolls over his stick, but he does a nice job of maintaining possession. Cross ice, Hughlin fires! Dobis with the save. Puck still loose at the side of the net, still loose at the side of the net. Lautenbach will ring it around, and he'll get it out of the zone, and Brose will have to retreat for the Force. A couple of getting the Lancers, 9-7, trailing 2-1. Omaha controls the draw.
Fargo Force penalty on number 4, Jack Peart. 2 minutes for tripping at 14:41 of the first period. The shorthanded challenge is brought to you by the Windbreak. Bring your ticket stub to the Windbreak to see Brianna Helbling and the Outsiders live on stage at the Windbreak. 15-minute
mark of this opening period. Omaha on the power play for another minute 38 as they bring it into the offensive zone. Centering pass out front. Martino wide open, and Boynton. As Omaha has dominated with the power play so far, might be as big as they come early on. Dobis well out of his net, leaves it for Conroy as Rollwagon was all over him. Rollwagon continuing to forecheck shorthanded, causing some problems for Omaha coming out of their own zone. The Lancers take it into the corner, nobody at the left point to hold the line, and Conroy has to retreat. First half of the penalty is over. Conroy still in his own zone for the Lancers. 4:15 to play in this opening period. Michael Posma takes the feed. Stops at center ice, waiting for some support. TJ Schweigert will have it now in front of his own net. It's been entertaining to say the least. And the Lancers able to chip it back out to center ice. Gallatin just inside his own line to Richardson. He'll tip it into the offensive end. Dobis lost it. Krasa fires one over the top of the net. Hodgson pinching in from the right point. Behind the net, Krasa. Tried to ring it back to Hodgson, but it was intercepted. Lancers back the other way, 3-on-4 through center. Jake Brasini, the first one to get it in the corner. Leaves it for Sahlquist, who now has it for Griebel. Sahlquist supports, overskated the puck, however. Here's a centering attempt. Oh, great kick save by Boynton. Dubinsky with an opportunity. Now Brasini back the other way offensive and fires. It went off the leg of the defender and wide of the net. Shot from the boards by Sahlquist after period number 2. And the Lancers own the opening faceoff to start the period. TJ Schweigert up ahead for Ayrton Martino. He overskated the puck. Fargo potentially with a 3-on-2 into the zone. Rollwagon. Peart through traffic. Dobis with the save, gives up the rebound. Lautenbach gets it into the offensive zone. He's pinched along the boards. Peart will play it there. Chipped back out to center by Ryan Richardson. Lancers get it back in the offensive end. Seedham fights off a check, able to move it up the wall to Rollwagon. Rollwagon will flip it into the offensive zone. He'll peel off on a line change. Dobas back out to play. And it's picked up by Zach Dubinsky. Cross ice into the offensive zone now. Ayrton Martino sends a backhander towards the net. In period, all the scoring in the opening stanza. And the Lancers control the draw as Ryan Lautenbach comes through center. Gains the line, low angle shot, tried to center, but that went off the skate of the defender Hodgson. And Griebel will pick it up in the corner. Out to center, got by the defense. Richardson couldn't connect. Lancers quickly back into the offensive zone once again. Low angle shot on the mark, regrouped, and he's kept the Lancers off the board since. Seedham behind the net. Fanned on a pass, but Force able to clear the zone nonetheless. Hunter McDonald back to play. Ahead for Dubinsky, but Griebel steps up, gets to the line, then realizes that Hughlin was still in the zone and stopped. That'll allow the Lancers to come back the other direction. Zach Dubinsky fires it in. Boynton settles it down behind the net to the line. Wong had it go off his skate. That allows the Lancers to continue possession. But Dubinsky centering pass, nobody was home. Peart gives it up behind the cage. Lautenbach centers. Excuse me, yeah, that's Lautenbach. And back the other way comes Fargo. Wong through center. Gains the zone on the right wing side. Sends one towards the net. That hit traffic. Gallatin will gather it up just inside the blue line. And Hughlin will get it behind the cage. Takes a heavy hit into the boards. Penalty coming. Good zone time for the Force. A couple of opportunities. Nothing to show for it yet as this penalty time is expired halfway. And a new power play unit on the ice as Bros gains the line with Hughes. Centering, looking for Mons that just misfired. And Martino is able to clear it out of the zone. Bros to Hughes, left wing wall. Drops it back, and they're able to hold the line. Here's Mons in the dot. Center's always looking for Hughes on the one-timer, but that was intercepted. Lautenbach carries it up the wall through center. Gives it up just inside the line, and now Seedham will take it back the other way for Fargo. Drops it off for Bros. He'll gain the line, drops it off on the right wall. Force continue to control Hughlin in the corner. Centers, Mons just couldn't get enough of it to get a shot off. Hughlin supports, Mons again. Back to the point, Seedham. Left side, Bros. Kind of got handcuffed on the pass. Able to hold the line just for a moment, however. And the Lancers are back to full strength. Force 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Just one shot on goal on that attempt. 6 total in their 2 tries so far. Peart brings it off the wall into the offensive zone. Dobas out behind the cage. He'll play it to his defender on the far side, McDonald. Carpenter gained the lead. The teams traded 2 goals apiece in the opening period. Omaha with the lone goal here in the second. Rollwagon behind the net, tripped up, lost possession of the puck in the process. And the Lancers get it out to center. Suda fights off a couple of stick checks and fires it into the offensive corner. Rollwagon. Smolin throwing his weight around a little bit. And it's played by Conroy from behind the cage. Dubinsky mishandled. Forced back the other way. Smolin gains 1-0. Storm won last night 4-1. They're midway through the first in that contest down at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Fargo through center ice. Krasa chasing it down along the wall. He'll backhand it to the corner. O'Connor back to play there, but he gives it up for Sahlquist. Sahlquist, nice spin move to get away from a check, and he pushes it to the corner. Sahlquist comes free. Turns, fires. That hit traffic out in front. That was Brasini, excuse me. Sometimes the numerals are hard to see from this distance. Misfired. Jake gets credit for that shot attempt. Force ringing around the wall, and it comes back out to center. Nick Perna to play it for Omaha. Ahead for Martino. He had to retreat, and the Lancers dump it into the offensive zone. 7.5 to go here, second period. Bear Hughes, strong game tonight, overskated the puck a little bit. Martino centers, had a guy out front, Carpenter couldn't find him. Gallatin through center ice, 3-on-3 as they gain the zone. Hughes, stick check, but he'll stop and he'll pick up the loose puck. Centers, off the skate of Davidson, but it's played now by McDonald for the Lancers behind his own net. He'll bring it around to the near side, but Peart holds. Davidson back to Hughes, fakes the slapper, fires a wrist. Is really kind of the only one in the offensive end. At the line, Rollwagon again. Has it in front for Richardson. He just missed the mark on a fake attempt. Tried to deke Dobis, went to the backhand and just pushed it wide. Back in his own zone, Gallatin. Leaves it for Hodgson. Long outlet for Smolin out of his skates. But he'll glove it down and Richardson will play it and they'll be whistled. Fargo, after a rough showing last night, want to make a statement that they're not going to lay down. Omaha dumps it back into the Force zone. Captain Nick Strom back to play. Left wing side, Jake Brasini. Brasini's weaving through center ice, dumps it into the offensive zone. Almost caught up to his own dump-in attempt in the near corner. Far side, Ayrton Martino. Long outlet pass, a little bit too far for Lautenbach. He wins the draw here. Mons, top of the circle, sends it towards the net, hits bodies out in front. Lancers able to clear, but Peart will play it at center. Sedum ahead to Davidson, just outside the line. He's rubbed off the play. Lancers through center back the other way, but the Force turned that back. Perna will dump it in, pointing out of his cage to leave it there for Jack Peart. Sedum, right wing side, Davidson. Has some room to maneuver, so he'll carry it across the red line and dump it into the offensive zone. Perna sidesteps a check, loses the puck in the process. Center, Davidson, side of the net. Peart will support. He'll play it to Sedum. Sedum to the checkered line and dumps it into the offensive end. Rossini along the near wall. Pinned along the boards as it goes back behind the cage. Perna, far side. Lautenbach gets it back out to center, glove down by Sedum.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
19-minute mark of the opening or the second period. Hughes gains the line, tried to drop it back for Sedum, hit a skate. Now a rush back the other way for Omaha. At the front of the net, Lautenbach couldn't get it to go. Outlet, glove down. Conroy holds the line. Martino behind the net for Lautenbach. He's pinned off the play by Hughes and a nice body check to keep him from progressing. Schweigert sends it towards the net high and over the post to hit the glass. Lautenbach, Dubinsky fights off a check as Griebel has him wrapped up. Centered out in front, back to Schweigert at the point. Schweigert, fluttering shot in. Should be a good finish. Glad you're with us tonight. My name is Pat Blondin. Here on Hockey TV as the Force looking to hang on to that first place spot in the West.
That is now unassisted goal by Mitchell.
Here's a giveaway just inside the line. Walking in, Kyle Bettens fires, Boynton to save, gobbles up the rebound defensively. Opening minute of play here in the third period. Teams traded a pair of goals apiece back in the first. Traded single goals in the second period. And we're just underway here in the third as Huglin and Posma go back and forth. Posma's been all over Huglin tonight. Wong centers. Back to Wong again, and it was sticked away just as he got to the puck. Bros back to Huglin, looking for him at the point. That misfired. Huglin steals it back, kicks it to his stick. Wong, Bros, low angle shot. Oh, he centered it for Huglin, and he just didn't get good wood on it, and it squirted wide of the net. Lancers back the other way at center. Into the zone, a bit offside as Gallatin starts it the other way. The Force are 2-1-2 in the 5 contests such as this where they've been knotted after 40 minutes. Ryan Richardson into the offensive zone. Down around behind the net, looking. Fights off a check, still has it in the corner. He's knocked off his skates. Baskall plays it to the far side, but pinching in is Hodgson. Sends it towards the front of the net, and that got all the way through to the corner. Gallatin. Richardson. Rollwagon spinning pass was fanned on. Baskall gets it out to center ice. And back into the Fargo zone where Boynton will leave it for Owen Gallatin. Dangerous play there by Gallatin, but the Force able to clear it from harm's way. Tristan Brose gains the line, cuts to the slot, has Wong with him. Wong just couldn't gather up the rebound as Brose got the initial shot off and Dobis made the save. Got to be on your toes. Tristan will get you the puck. Good play by both Wong and Brose there as they came in with the offensive chance. Lancers through center. Mitchell gains the line. Takes it around behind the net, using his hand to shield from the puck. Centers it out in front. Schweigert with a shot. Boynton the save. Rebound pushed behind the net by the Force. There's Strom. Ahead for Hughlin. Face-off. Pair of 28s, Michael Posma and Bear Hughes in the face-off circle. Hughes chips it to the Omaha line where the Lancers will play it through center. Ayrton Martino 2-on-1 with Bettens. Back to Bettens. He fires. He misses it wide to the left. One-timer Perna. He didn't get good wood on it. Force able to get it out to center. Perna once again just between the blue lines. Long outlet. Right wing side Martino. Martino to Bettens. Bettens fires. Leg pad save. Hughlin takes the draw and wins it. Gets it back to Hodgson, who will ring it into the offensive end. Wong in the corner. Plays it out of the corner, and he just couldn't get it back to Peart. Dubinsky back the other way. Omaha into the zone 3-on-2. Out in front of the net. It's for Fargo. Peart weaves through and sends it up to center. Mons couldn't handle the pass, however. But Hughes intercepts at center and dumps it into the offensive zone. Mons forechecking as he and TJ Schweigert go after it. Schweigert gets the best of him and chips it back up to center, but right back with the top line here. Wong, Brose, and Hughlin. Lancers control the draw. Perna sends it all the way down the ice once again. Icing whistled against Waterloo, 1-0. Tri-City clinging to that 1-0 lead at Sioux Falls midway through the second. Probably the most interest among Force fans. Big hit behind the net. Go figure, Austin Wong leveled it. Here's Hughlin in the corner. Back to Wong, he couldn't get to him. And the Lancers able to chip it back out to center. Sedum. A little bit too far for Brose. Schweigert. Ahead to Lautenbach. To the iron. Off the face-off. Force get it in the corner, Bear Hughes. Right point, Hughlin. Far side, Sedum back to Hughlin. Top of the right circle. Down low looking for Hughes. It didn't connect, but gobbled up by Mons as he connects with Sedum. Hughes. Brose. Hughlin. Brose spins off a check. Centers it out in front. Hogtied Mons a little bit. Now Sedum shoots on net. Rebound go. Third period, back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Force control in their own zone, or in the offensive zone. Lancers able to clear as Zach Dubinsky brings it up ice. We'll dump it into the corner. Omaha now on the power play in a tie contest.
Number 17, Kyle Smolin. 2 minutes for high sticking at 12:03 of the third period. This shorthanded challenge was brought to you by the Windbreak. Bring your ticket stub to the Windbreak to see Brianna Helbling and the Outsiders. Live on stage at the Windbreak.
Ryan Conway brought it through center. Lancers dump it into the offensive zone. Boynton tried to play it ahead, and Force able to clear as Bear Hughes is able to slap it all the way down the ice. Force get 4 new sets of fresh legs on the ice here on the penalty kill. Half a minute into it. Nolan Renwick gains the line. Pinched along the boards by Nick Strom. Gallatin plays it out of the air and pins it up along one high sticking call. Lancers control. Cross ice pass, Martino gains the line. Martino's been on a hot streak, scoring in 14 of his last 15, including a goal last night. Been held off the score sheet so far this evening. A couple of good opportunities, but nothing to show for it. As Rollwagon gets it in the corner and sends it up, and not only out of the zone, but out of the playing, able to hold the zone. Gallatin and Dubinsky battling once again. Gallatin out of the corner. Now Hodgson receives the pass on the backhand, dumps it into the offensive zone. Lancers quickly out to center, but nice intercept by Peart to stop any forward progress. Conroy go back and play the wobbling puck. Martino sends it towards the net. That hit traffic. And the Force able to chip it out to center. Hosma, Schweigert slaps the rolling puck into the offensive zone, where Sedum will play it ahead for Rollwagon, but he fanned on it. Ooh, that looked offside as the Lancers bring it into the offensive zone. Lautenbach, Schweigert at the right point. He'll trade places with McDonald. Circles back towards the line, sends it at the net. That was knocked down by Smolin, and the Force get it out of the zone, but the pass was in Rollwagon's skates, and the Lancers fire it right back in. Approaching the 17-minute mark of this third period, still knotted at 3. Griebel. Strom back to Griebel. Griebel starts it up ice to Davidson. He'll spin and fire it into the offensive zone. Peart at center. Bros circling through back to Peart. Ahead, Wong tried to glove it down. It was just a bit too far out of reach for him. Back out to center, Wong steals it back. Bros, Sedum, Peart tips it into the offensive zone but doesn't get it very deep. Krasa chases it down. Rollwagon. Krasa again tried to throw it out front. That went off the stick of Conroy. At the line, it gets by Peart. Here's a potential 2-on-1. Martino drops it back. Shot. Boynton save. Rebound.